Yeah. 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 What's happening, everybody? Man, we already know what's happening. The Denver Nuggets swept the Los Angeles Lakers 113 to 111 in game 4 at Crypto Arena just past night. Hey, man, it is what it is. Like I told y'all before, man, Lakers ain't good enough. Lakers ain't good enough. Jokic went off in the second half with 20 points and 5 assists. He only had 10 points and certain assists, man. That LA just had no answer for nothing that the Denver Nuggets had out there, people. They had no answer for them. It's sad. They don't have enough scoring, man. They don't have the scores. They every time they try to match a three or something like that, it put them in a bigger hole. You know, there's nothing they can do. It just wasn't good enough, man. I think they had an improbable run by the Los Angeles Lakers, but it came down to really much seeding. 7 versus number 1, and the number 1 seed is supposed to do what they actually did. If you go by the tradition of the National Basketball Association, a number 1 seed is supposed to wipe their ass with a 7 seed. Actually, if the NBA would do what they're supposed to do, they're supposed to reseed on the round. So they should have been playing Denver in the second round. And we could have got this on out the way. But they came off 2 big time victories. They only lost 2 games at home, all in the playoffs, and they're like they just lost the wrong 2. Denver had payback from the bubble, so yeah, that was in their head. That was an itch they wanted to scratch, and they scratched it very, very well, man. It is what it is, people. It is what it is, people. It is what it is, people. And sometimes, man, you don't want to go down in defeat, but sometimes you just ain't good as the other team, man. It just is what it is, man. You know.
A few moments later.
I'm paying extreme attention to Austin Reeves as the end reasons.
Thank God it's the best of 7. It's not the NCAA tournament. It's the first of 4. We'll be okay. Trust me.
A few moments later.
I'm paying extreme attention to Austin Reeves as the inbounder.
Reeves holding. James comes out of the pack. James.
All right. We rewind this for you. This is terrible basketball. Now, I know some of you people was going to be calling for his head. He's a rookie head coach, man. He got to learn. First time head coach got his team to the Western Conference Finals. That's good for him. Now, the team probably underachieved because they got there, and the 2 veterans did not lead the way at all. That's actually what fucked this series up. LeBron James and Anthony Davis did not have dominant performance every game. I think everybody would have lived with them if LeBron averaged 30 points, Davis averaged 28, 29 points a game. For the rest of the series, you get swept, you can leave. The best players had they played their butts off, but they didn't get it done, man.
Thank God it's the best of 7. It's not the NCAA tournament. It's the first of 4. We'll be okay. Trust me.
A few moments later.
I'm paying extreme attention to Austin Reeves as the inbounder.
Reeves holding. James comes out of the pack. James on the drive, goes inside, stop, shot block, gets it back. It's over. It's over. Denver makes history. The Nuggets are going to the NBA Finals for the first time in franchise history.
Yes, indeed. The Denver Nuggets is going to the doggone, something ironic. Carmelo Anthony retires today. I remember a lot of people didn't want Carmelo. I told people I wanted Carmelo to come back to the Lakers. Guess what? Carmelo hits. You needed offense in this series. Yeah, you needed players that put the ball in the bucket. Yeah, you need players to put the ball in the bucket, man. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, put the ball in the bucket over here. But people didn't want Carmelo to come back, man. They thought, he was washed up. Carmelo was scoring last year. But shout out to Carmelo, man, one of the most misunderstood players in the National Basketball Association. 20 years, you know what I'm saying? But, I think he ended up with taking 2 years off, so he ended up playing 18 years in the National Basketball Association. LeBron James is the last of the Mohicans of the 2003 draft, 2003 NBA draft. He's the last Mohican. LeBron ain't retiring no time soon, man. LeBron said that he can't go out like this. It's sad. But they got to regroup. They got to get better. They got to get people that can shoot. And that's really been the problem last 2 years since the Westbrook effect. They get shooters. They ain't people that can shoot. You can play defense good enough, but you got to get people that can shoot. So when the ball is getting rotated, when the ball gets rotated, man, when the ball get rotated around, man, the ball go in the hole. So LeBron ain't got to be shooting these threes. LeBron can kind of just penetrate, dish the ball out, things like that. He can play with his back to the basket and facilitate that way. And that's how you need to run it. I'm just telling y'all right now, man, it's sad. But hey, you went from a team that, played in and got it to the NBA Western Conference Finals, but you just didn't you got swept, man. You didn't get it done. I think everybody wants you to go out respectable. Nobody wants you to go out weak like this, man, and play terrible basketball. You couldn't close. Man. And that's bad when you can't close. There was no reason for you not to close this team out. And we definitely will. It's heartbreaking shit. Why you just want to get them off your court. That's the main reason. You just want to win. If you're not going to win the series, you just want to win one of your home games when you don't have home court. So the team ain't celebrating on your shit. It's just bad business.
The Western Conference Finals Most Valuable Player Trophy is aptly named after one of the greatest guards in NBA history, Earvin.
Make them, you celebrate in the locker room. I think they should. I don't like this bullshit they doing because it don't make no sense. That's not your home. You know what I'm saying? But they know people ain't gonna act. See, back in the day, they know people throw shit and act a goddamn fool. That's why back in the day, when the NBA was raw, you go in the locker room and celebrate. You're not, it's the Western Conference Finals. So NBA Finals is different. NBA Finals is a totally different game. But even back in the day, you had to go in your own locker room. And I think the only reason they don't do it now because of the drinking or whatever. But they're not going to drink in the locker room in the Western Conference Finals. Champagne only comes when you win the NBA Finals.
Magic Johnson, the 2023 Earvin Magic Johnson Western Conference Finals of the Denver Nuggets, head coach Michael Malone.
Hell yeah, coach. Hell yeah, coach. Well, I do give Magic credit. He didn't hand them motherfuckers the shit. Magic is a G. Let's go. It's all focus, bitch. You won't come to my house to do it.
Coach, you said before this game that closeouts are the hardest. What was the key to getting this done tonight?
Well, first off, you have to give a lot of credit and respect to the Lakers. Darvin Ham, LeBron James, Anthony Davis. They gave us a hell of a challenge today, but the guys behind me, They believe since training camp. They believe coming into tonight. We have a special group, and if you heard all series long, Lisa, we're not satisfied. We got 4 more to go, but love this group. Let's go Nugget Nation.
Coach, you've also said all series long that you didn't look at making history for this team as a burden or a weight, but an opportunity. What's been the most satisfying part about this journey?
I think for me, the most satisfying part about the journey is who I'm on the journey with. I have a tremendous coaching staff. I have a tremendous front office, great ownership, and the 17 players behind me who came to work every day, check their egos at the door for something much bigger than themselves. We have great players. We have tremendous depth. And we have a lot of character on this team. And I love each and every one of our players.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you.
So, yeah, see, that's the bottom line. And I think Mike Malone, he's been with that organization for almost a decade. Why? And most NBA teams are not going to give you a decade to get it right. Sometimes you got to know when you got a good coach. Sometimes you got to know when you have a good coach, a damn good coach, and you stick with them. There's no reason to move around on them or fire them. You got a damn good coach, you stick with them. Do I think Darvin Ham's a good coach? Yeah, I think he is. I think he did a damn good job considered what he inherited, dealing with the Westbrook and all these other guys that can't shoot. They got to get some shooters in LA, man. They got to get niggas. They got to get 3 and D guys. All right? You need to get 3 and D guys that are 3 first and D second. Ain't nobody got time to be sitting around this motherfucker fucking with bitch-ass niggas that can't shoot. Shit, goddamn, man. You know, you got niggas that can't hit nothing. You got Austin Reeves. Austin Reeves is just a second-year player. So you can't, there's no excuse for him, but they're not going to put too much on his plate. Now, he got to go into something and get better, get his game a little icy cold. Los Angeles Lakers is going to have to improve this roster tremendously. They're going to have to go get some people that can score. They might have to go get a Kyrie Irving because that's basically what they was missing. They needed a Kyrie because we already know in that situation who would have took the damn shot would have been Kyrie. So they're going to try to get Kyrie Irving. Okay? Back with LeBron one more time. And see, can they make another run and try to get it done? I think the 20th season, I think LeBron, in my opinion, is going to want to play 21 seasons in the National Basketball Association. I think he just committed 20. Yeah, so one more season to give him 21. So he'll never let nobody know he retired. But I will say this, that LeBron James is going to have to he was terrible at 3 in this tournament, and it was just terrible all the way around. All the way around, man. All the way around. Yeah, that's your sportsmanship, man. Them dudes, they ain't cheat you or nothing like that, man. You know what I'm saying? So, they beat you, man. They just better than you. The Denver Nuggets was the best team in the West all year. Had the number 1 seed in the playoffs. They was number 1 seed all year. Had to be, and they get to and they're gonna have home court throughout the playoff in the NBA Finals when they play the Miami Heat on June 1st. So the NBA Finals started June 1st. They swept them, so they pretty much got a week off because it's only the 23rd, so 22nd. So yeah, they got over 8 days off. So they're gonna be able to heal. So, the Los Angeles Lakers got a lot of problems. Los Angeles Lakers couldn't do it. LeBron really shouldn't have took that shot. I think when LeBron curled around, he should have passed it off. But it was only 4 seconds left because they was over there fighting for the rebound with each other. And LeBron, I don't know why LeBron tried to go inside. He should have just, when he took that step, he should have took a step back and then shot a free throw jump shot. That's all he had. He wasn't getting to the paint. There's not enough time to get to the paint. And the pick was terrible. Dude did not set a great pick. 28 did not get the pick set. Come on, man. You got to get the pick set. So, got to make sure you rub him off. You didn't get the guy. You get the guy run around you because you didn't set your proper pick. You got to always make, when you set a pick, you got to around it. When you got to be right there where LeBron got to kind of go around you a little bit, and then boom. Then that force homeboy had to go around you, and then LeBron would have had what he needed. But it wasn't meant to be for the Los Angeles Lakers. Los Angeles Lakers all going home. They can get in their little cars, or they can come up tomorrow. They can also do exit meetings tonight if they actually wanted to. But they'll come back tomorrow and do exit meetings, and get ready for October and try to make another run in the 23 in the 23 and 24 season, and try to make another run. And what lesson need to be learned that the Lakers need to put themselves in position record wise where they can cruise in the second half of the playoffs and keep a top 4 seed, and they ain't got to be fighting like this. So they got to get better for the regular season so they can goddamn be ready for the playoffs, so they can get a proper seed that they want and be good, and they ain't got to worry about this and get some home court in the playoffs. They was doing through an improper way, overcoming. Because all you need a team to do was hold their home court up, and it finally flipped on them. And that's all I got to say on this, man. On the Los Angeles Lakers, is that they're done. They got their ass swept. And, it's pretty much it, man. Pretty much it. You know the score. You know everything happened. But what they need to do is just get better. But Denver, I will say this as I end. I haven't been covering. I've only been covering the Lakers and the NBA Finals. So we'll talk about some Miami Heat. I ain't been paying them no mind really, because I know they're better than Boston. All I got to say about that is if they finish out Boston tomorrow, both teams will have their 7 to 8 days off. You know what I'm saying? And I think that it will be interesting to see what Miami do. To see. It's ironic that you're going to have Carmelo's team and Wade's team and LeBron, who played for him, going up against each other in the 20th season. And all them guys is pretty much retired. So it's going to be interesting. Everybody thought the Lakers was going to go, but people going to still watch the NBA Finals because the Denver Nuggets is interesting. It's an interesting squad, the way they dismantled LeBron James. So they're worth watching. So they're going to gravitate out because they want to know how this team do this, where this team come from. Because, the casual fan, they don't know who Denver is. Denver took a couple of years off because this kid here was hurt. They played it in the bubble. They played it the Lakers in the Western Conference Finals in the bubble. This was, big reprieve for them. So it's going to be interesting to see what's going on. But, hey, it is what it is, man. Y'all get ready for it. Yeah, enjoy the NBA Finals. Los Angeles Lakers got a lot of work to do. They got to get better. And that's all we got to say.